Let's do this! Hey guys, it's Morgan coming to you from the Highland Cycle Studio with a review of the brand new Leatt GPX 5.5 boots. That's right, we got our hands on a set and I'm here to talk all about them. Let's start with my background in boots, right? So I started long ago, well actually my first pair of boots were some junky, anyway, whatever. Then my first real pair of boots were a set of Alpenstar Tech 8s. I loved them, absolutely loved them, until I was convinced by Fritz Kadlick over at Gunnison Motorsports to try a pair of Garnet SG10s. At the time, the SG10s were the top of the line. Tried those on, fell in love, and from that day forward, which is probably like 2005, all the way until just recently, I've worn nothing but Garnets. I went from SG10s to SG11s to SG12s. I've worn out 3 sets of SG12s, maybe 4 now. And I absolutely love Garnet boots, 100%. They're phenomenal boots. But when my Leatt rep came to me and said, hey, Morgan, you really got to try these new boots we got coming out. I'm like, well, I kind of don't like change. That's partially why I still ride a 2-stroke. It's why I like carburetors, things like that. I'm kind of old school when it comes to that. But I'm also always open for something new. I said, all right, fine, I'll take a set. So, boom, we got them. Here they are, the brand spanky new 5.5 GPX boots from Leatt. I forget what colorway this is called, but I like it. I think, first of all, let's start by, it looks great, right? Boot looks good, looks a lot like an Alpenstar. It's got the molded sole instead of the sewn-on sole. Honestly, that was one of my biggest concerns. I like the sewn-on sole because I tend to like be flailing around with my feet, and that little welt on the edge tends to help me catch the shifter and get the thing in the right gear. But again, try something new, right? So I got these 2 days before my farewell ride, before my hip replacement, so I've only gotten to ride in them once. But let's go over a little bit of the safety stuff that they got going on. They have what they call the flex lock system. So if you look right here, there's that red piece right in there is oval shaped. The open part is oval shaped on these boots. They come with a little circle and shaped one that you can put in there. And what that does is it keeps the boot from flexing side to side. So right now it's made to flex as much as it can side to side. So it's not the most protective for your ankle, I guess. If you take this out and you put the circle one in, it really locks it in so it can't flex very much and really protect your ankle. So if you've got bad ankles maybe, or you're nursing an injury, something like that, that would be good. Super easy to change out. There's just an Allen there and an Allen there. Pops out, drop in, you're good to go. This back hinge right here keeps the boot from flexing too much this way or this way. And it's super rigid and really, really helpful. This right here, everybody keeps asking me from the pictures, that right there is leather. Same with that and that. That gives the boot its ability to flex. The sole is dual density, so this is going to be a harder rubber than this outside stuff. Hopefully it's going to hold up better and not fall apart. Buckles, they're kind of Alpenstar-y style buckles, but I like them better. You put that in, lock it down, good to go. They do seem to lock nice and tight. I haven't had a problem. They're a little stiffer to lock than the Garnet buckles. It doesn't bother me to make it a little bit harder, and I'm sure that they're gonna break in and get easier as I wear them. Obviously, fully adjustable, and replaceable straps on the buckles, like everything. Unlike Alpenstars, all the buckles are going what I would consider the correct way when you lock them down. There's not one going back to the other side. So I like that a lot. So everybody's asking about weight. I've actually never thought about weight on a boot, but you know, whatever. I guess it's important. Anyway, Garnets are pretty heavy, Tech 10s are pretty heavy. I weighed these. If you pay attention to our Facebook page, which you should if you don't, facebook.com/Highland Cycles, you'll see that I weighed them. The size 11, which are these, weigh in at 1 pound 11 ounces per boot. So that makes the pair weigh in at 3 pounds 6 ounces. So that ain't bad. That's less than 3.5 pounds for the pair. It's really pretty amazing. One of my favorite things about these, one second, coffee, is this, you know, we all have this Velcro up here on our boots, and normally as you're buckling your boot, you're trying to like squeeze that over and get it on there so it's good. This, you go like that, and then it slides one way, but then not the other. That's so cool. I don't know how they did that. Science did that, and engineers and people way smarter than me. So that's really cool. So yeah, I think the boot is great. So let's talk about how we tested it. My last ride before my hip replacement was out at Dry Creek. It's a really rocky, gnarly, technical place. I'm gonna show you some footage of it here right now. So that's the kind of stuff we were riding in. A lot of foot plants, putting your feet down, and it's a place where I need to be in the right gear all the time. And honestly, I generally hate wearing new boots. I know that sounds ridiculous, but wearing new boots is always tough because even when they're boots you're normally used to, right? So I, go from one pair of SG12s to another pair of SG12s, and they're brand new, I always miss some shifts. I apply too much brake usually because I can't feel, and you like lean on the brake and almost go over the bars. And it takes a ride or so to kind of break them in and get used to them. I can honestly, no joke, say I didn't miss a single shift or have any problems with the brake at all with these boots. And I don't know if it's because of the flexiness of it or the fact that these soles don't stick out. I can't say exactly why, but I can tell you that these are hands down the most comfortable boots and most easy to ride in boots on the first ride I've ever ridden with. The toe box is nice and wide. I can say, so I have really wide feet. I cannot wear CDs. I've tried and tried and tried to wear a pair of Crossfires because I know they're awesome boots, but my feet are just too wide. I can say that even though these kind of look small down here, they fit great on my wide feet. So wide foot approved, 100%. I really like them. Obviously, I have no way of knowing what the durability or longevity of these things is going to be with only one ride on them. And we're going into winter. My hip just got replaced, so I'm out for a little bit. But I am actually going to be demoing these boots out to a few different people that have the same size foot as me, so we can get some rides on them and get some feedback from other people other than me. This is not, by the way, sponsored by Leatt in any way. I actually paid for these boots. They gave me a better deal than normal dealer, but I bought them, so they weren't free. This is an honest 100% review from a guy who paid good money for these things. Speaking of money, they are $389.99 for the pair. That puts them in the kind of upper middle range of boots. The Tech 10s and Garnet SG12s are coming in close to $600, between $500 and $600 now. Same with the CD Crossfires. These are like the next level down, so it would be in comparison, I guess, to like a Tech 7 or a G React boot maybe from Garnet. So their price point, they're down a level from the absolute top end, but comfort-wise, I really think they are way more comfortable than my Garnets. I haven't worn a set of Tech 10s. I've never owned a set of Tech 10s, actually. I've owned Tech 8s, like I said, and they were great, but these are more comfortable than that. Yeah, guys, I love them. I'm really, really stoked on these things. I think that for the money, you're going to be happy. I totally understand if you want to wait and find out how long they last, because I would. If I were getting ready to spend almost $400 on something, I'd want to know for sure what they're gonna look like when they last. If you don't want to wait, there'll be a link in the description of this video for where you can buy them on Amazon. We can get you them at the shop if you want to come in and order a set. Be happy to get you a set. I love them. I'm excited. I can't believe I said that because honestly, I've always thought I was going to be a Garnet guy like till the end, but I am really happy. I can also say my feet felt safe in them going through all the rocks. I mean, if you check out these rocks we're banging through right here, yeah, my feet felt great. I mean, safe. I didn't ever really whack a rock, thank goodness. Hopefully I don't have to test that part of these boots. I'm sure I will though. But my feet felt safe. They didn't feel like tennis shoes. They didn't feel like work boots. They felt like good, solid moto boots. The traction is good on the bottom. I can say that too. Sometimes honestly, some things get a little too much traction on your pegs, and it's a funny balance, right? You want sharp pegs because you want to be playing on the bike, but you don't want to be like locked into where you can't get your feet out in the way when you need to, especially when you're flailing around like I do. These felt like a great balance. They felt stuck to the pegs when I want them to, but as soon as I lifted the weight off them, I could move around and get where I need to get. Subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with the reviews on this thing. I'll make a playlist. It'll be in the review playlist, and then also we'll have a separate playlist just for these Leatt GPX 5.5 boots. Thanks for watching. I hope that's informative. I hope you like what we're doing. If you do, go ahead, subscribe, click the little notification bell because that would be awesome. Honestly, what I really want you to do is spread the gospel of two wheels and find some stinking time to ride your dirt bikes!